Sri Parshurama was an incarnation of Sri Mahavishnu. Descending in order, from Sri Mahavishnu came Sri Brahma, then Sri Bhrigu, then Sri Kyavana, then Sri Urva, then Sri Arsika, then Sri Jamadagni, and finally, Sri Parshurama. Once, God Agni went to Kartavirya and asked for food. The king allowed him to take from his vast territory as much food as he wanted from anywhere he liked. Sri Agni started burning forests and mountains and consuming them. Deep inside one of the forests, a sage named Sri Apava was performing penance, and the fire burnt the ashrama, hermitage, of Sri Apava also. Enraged at this, the sage cursed thus, "Kartavirya is at the root of this havoc. The arrogance of Kshatriyas has increased beyond limits. Sri Mahavishnu would, therefore, be born on earth as Sri Parshurama to destroy this arrogance of the Kshatriyas." Accordingly, Sri Mahavishnu was born as Sri Parshurama in the Bhargava race. Chapter 40, Harivansha Puran. Brahmana Purana gives another version. Due to Kalpbhed, Sri Vishnu promised Bhumi Devi, Mother Earth, that he would be born on earth as Sri Parasurama when Bhumi Devi went to him in the form of a cow and complained to him about the atrocities of the wicked Kshatriya kings. Sri Parshurama was born as the son of sage Sri Jamadagni of his wife Sri Renuka Devi. Their ashrama was on the shores of the Narmada river. Sri Renuka Devi, mother of Sri Parasurama, was the daughter of King Prasenajit. She had 4 sons even before the birth of Sri Parasurama. Chapter 58, Brahmana Purana. Sri Parasurama spent his boyhood with his parents in the ashrama. An important event in his life then was his slaying his mother at the behest of his father. He had even from the beginning shown an interest in learning Dhanur Veda, archery. For obtaining proficiency in archery, he went to the Himalayas and did penance to please Sri Shiva for many years. Pleased at his penance, Sri Shiva on several occasions extolled the virtues of Sri Parshurama. At that time, the Asuras, demons, acquired strength and attacked the Devas, gods. The Devas complained to Sri Shiva. Sri Shiva called Sri Parshurama and asked him to fight and defeat them. Sri Parshurama was without weapons and he asked Sri Shiva how he could go and fight the demons without weapons. Sri Shiva said, "Go with my blessings and you will kill your foes." Sri Parshurama did not wait for a moment. When Sri Shiva, thus, assured him of success, on he went straight to fight with the demons. He defeated the Asuras and came back to Sri Shiva when the latter gave him many boons and divine weapons. Till that time, his name was only Rama and he became Sri Parshurama because among the weapons given to him by Lord Shiva was a weapon named Parshu, axe. There is a story behind this weapon, Parashu. Once, Lord Shiva was not invited for a yaga conducted by Sri Daksha. An angered Sri Shiva threw his Trishula, trident, into the Yagashala, sacrificial hall. The Trishula spoiled the yaga and smashed the hall, and after that roamed about aimlessly for some time and then turned towards Badarikashrama, where at that time Sri Narayana were engaged in penance. The Trishula went straight to the heart of sage Sri Narayana. Sri Narayana made the defiant sound, hum, hum kara, and the Trishula turned away. Sri Shiva felt angry for thus showing disrespect to his Trishula and he attacked the sage. At once, sage Sri Nara plucked a grass and reciting a mantra threw it at Sri Shiva. The grass became a Parashu, axe, and it attacked Sri Shiva. Sri Shiva broke it into 2. Then, Sri Narayana bowed before him and worshipped him. Thereafter, the 2 pieces of the Parashu remained with Sri Shiva. It was one of these that Sri Shiva gave to Sri Parshurama. When Sri Parshurama was returning happy and glorious with boons and weapons, he got on his way a disciple named Akrityavrana. Guru and disciple lived in an ashrama, and Sri Parshurama became a noted guru in Dhanurveda, Archery. Chapter 34, Karna Power, Chapter 49, Santi Power, and Chapter 18, Anusasana Power. According to Puranas, Sri Parshurama did not spend his life as an instructor in archery. There are statements, however, mentioning that Karna and Drona took instructions from him. Pretending to be a Brahmin, Karna commenced taking instructions in archery from Sri Parshurama. When his education was complete, Sri Parshurama taught him Brahmastra. One day, tired after a long walk in the forests, Sri Parshurama took rest, placing his head on the lap of Karna, and soon fell asleep. At that time, a beetle, named Alaka, came and started sucking blood from the thigh of Karna. Karna remained still, bearing the pain, lest any movement of his body should disturb the sleep of his guru. Blood was oozing from his thighs, and it slowly made the body of the guru also wet. Sri Parshurama woke up, and the sight of the bleeding thigh and the calm demeanor of Karna raised doubts in him. He questioned Karna, saying that no Brahmin could ever bear such a pain with such calmness, and Karna had to tell the truth. Then, Sri Parashurama cursed him for deceit against his guru, saying that he would never be able to remember the Brahmastra when the time to use it came. There is a story behind Alaka, the beetle that bit Karna. This beetle was in his previous birth a demon named Damsa. Damsa once tried to bother the wife of the sage Bhrigu. The Maharishi cursed him and made him into a beetle. On his request for mercy, he said he would get release from the curse by Parasurama. So the beetle became the Rakshasa, demon, again and left the place. Karna took leave of Sri Parashurama and went to Hastinapura. Santi Power, Chapter 3. Another famous disciple of Sri Parashurama was Drona. There is a story behind Drona getting Dhanurveda from Sri Parashurama. After traveling throughout the world exterminating the Kshatriya race, Sri Parashurama gave all his wealth to sage Sri Kashyapa. On hearing that Sri Parashurama was giving away all his riches as gifts to Brahmins, Drona rushed to Mahendra Parvata to see Sri Parashurama. By then, Sri Parashurama had distributed all his wealth excepting Dhanurveda. Sri Parashurama called Drona to his side and said that only two things remained with him, his body and Dhanurveda. Drona, he added, could take any one of the two, and then Drona took Dhanurveda from him. After that, Sri Parashurama went to Maharanya for the sake of penance. Chapter 130, Adi Power, More Part 2.